You are Locked On Blue Jays, your daily Toronto Blue Jays podcast. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are here. The Toronto Blue Jays are one game away from a World Series title. It is something that we've all waited for years. Some of you 32 years. Some of us since we were born. I'm going to start it here. Trey Savage was undeniable. The kid was unbelievable. 12 strikeouts. And something that's probably not going to be talked about enough, because Trey Savage did have just an amazing day. He looked like a completely different pitcher from game one of this series. The two runs right off the top, Davis Schneider, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. sets the table for Trey Savage to have an unbelievable day. Now he goes in there, and I had a lot of people come up to me today and ask, what can we expect from Trey Savage today? And my answer was a completely different pitcher, because he didn't have his best pitch in game one. The splitter wasn't working, and that's his go-to to get the job done. And at this point, he goes in there and does exactly what we ask of him, right? Is be that guy, use the stuff to its fullest potential, and that's exactly what happened. The splitter was striking guys out left, right, and center. 12 strikeouts is just crazy. Yeah, I've seen a bunch of you guys in the comment section already. Trey is the GOAT. What a win. Trey's insane. Has he just locked up MVP? I don't know about that, but man, it was amazing, to say the absolute least. And you know what? Shout out to this bullpen as well. When they needed to come up and not give up anything, they did that as well. And for this offense, it's guys doing jobs. Addison Barger goes in and has a fantastic day, and a day that'll probably be overlooked. Can't believe this season. Every time we get counted out, we punch back harder. Yeah, that's exactly it. This Blue Jays team, you can never count them out, and it's honestly a little bit insane. I'll bring in Carter first right away. He just got into here as well, but yeah, what a season. One more to go. That's where we're at. We'll bring in Carter right now. Carter, my man, one more to go. The Toronto Blue Jays on the cusp of a World Series heading into Friday, back in Toronto. I'm blown away, dude. Asked me at the start of the season if we would be here. Not a cell in my body would have told you so. So how are you feeling?
You got to feel great, man. Like going into LA, I was expecting 1 out of 2. I was like, hey, if you go down 3-2, going back to the Rogers Center, a spot that I'm going to be okay with. Now you go into LA, one of the most hostile territories in a World Series, with Trey Savage on the mound, setting franchise records, setting MLB records, being absolutely insane. Like more than you ever could have asked for from this World Series, more than you could have ever asked for in LA. Toronto Blue Jays are in a great spot right now. I'm so confident they can win 1 out of 2 games at the Rogers Center. The best team at home the entire regular season. How can you not feel great about this ball club right now? Insanity day in and day out.
Carter, I talked a little bit about Trey Savage, just how he was. And, when everybody would ask me, what was Trey Savage going to be? I said a completely different pitcher from game one. And that's exactly what he was. The splitter was working, and it was working. I mean, overtime. That guy was striking people out with that pitch left, right, and center. The guys didn't know what hit him. And I think you saw the energy completely sucked from the Dodgers that game. Like, they knew that going up against Trey Savage, they weren't going to do a whole lot. Teoscar Hernandez gets 2 of the hits, and they were infield singles. Garbage hits. That's what you want to see.
Soft contact, really one bad pitch the entire game to Kike Hernandez. Not even the worst pitch in terms of location, but he was set up on the other side of the plate. So if you ask Trey Savage, he definitely would have wanted that one back. But yeah, it's 2 different pitchers. Exactly. That's a great way to put it, because we talked about it after the first game. We talked about it a little bit in the last episode. Trey Savage threw 10 splitters that entire game. The splitter is one of his best pitches, if not his best pitch. And some of his starts before he threw the splitter the most out of all of his pitches. So it was clear that night he did not have his splitter in game 1. That did not benefit him, but for the future, but for game 5, with that unique arm angle, really just being a 2-pitch pitcher against the Dodgers in that first game. Dave Roberts pretty confident that the Dodgers could get to him second time around. How did that go? How did that work out for you, Dave? How did that work out for Ohtani, Teo? I mean, Freddie, you could go down that list. They switched up their batting order because they were so afraid of what the Toronto Blue Jays pitching staff was doing to them. Maybe a little bit of lackluster hitting on their own side as well. It doesn't matter who you threw in there against Trey Savage. He was going to be dominant. And literally the first at-bat of the game. You're in the World Series. Again, it's your first start on the road. Shohei Ohtani hits a comebacker right to him. It ticks off his glove. Very easy to freak out. Very easy to go grab that ball and chuck it into the stands, honestly. Because you're a 22-year-old dude that is making his 8th start in the major leagues. And again, first, obviously, second World Series appearance, which is crazy. 25% of Trey Savage's starts are in the World Series in his career. Crazy stat right there. But yeah, just back pocket, very calm throw, cool, calm, collected. That is who Trey Savage is, the guy who's built for the moment. Easy throw to first base and just roll that momentum throughout that entire start. Like it's crazy that 20 team or 19 teams passed on this guy. Like we drafted him at 20th in that 2024 draft, and it is looking like a genius pick by Ross Atkins. Incredible stuff.
Carter, I wanted to get in a couple comments here. We'll come back. We'll talk about more comments after a little break, but I wanted to get this one in for sure. I was wrong about you, Savage fellas. I'll be the first to admit that. 2 more games. We just need 1. Blue Jays got to stay focused. It's not ours yet. Mike, that's from Michael Jordan's accountant, which I still love that name. 100%. It's not over. This Dodgers team can battle for sure.
Yeah, look who's on the mound in game 6.
But look who's on the mound. But look who's on the mound for both sides.
Well, that's, you could say both ways. Exactly.
So yeah, you could ask me how I feel about that matchup, and I think, hey, who brings the better stuff that day is probably who's going to get the win for this team. And this Blue Jays offense needs to continue to pour on the runs and hit in big moments. And you know, if you got a guy at third base like Dalton Varsho, you got to cash that in. And they were able to do that today. Those are the big moments, the game-changing moments, and it was one of them. So yeah, Carter, I don't know. Friday is going to be, dude, incredible. I don't know.
It's going to be scenes. Halloween night, Toronto Blue Jays, game 6 in the World Series. One of our friends' birthdays, like we're celebrating it that day. Obviously, the World Series is on. Like just a big day for Canadians, big day for Toronto, big day for Blue Jays fans, wherever you are watching. We're from Winnipeg, obviously Toronto. There's a million of you guys across Canada. We've seen people from the States. We've seen people from Europe, all over the world tuning in to the Toronto Blue Jays, really making this feel like a World Series. You probably heard this. You're going to hear it a bunch of times, but the season started in Japan. It's going to end in Canada, really making it feel like a World Series. But yeah, you gotta feel good, gotta feel excited. Bunch more that we want to talk about. Gonna have to go into George Springer, probably more so in the podcast. But I want to go into the Teoscar Hernandez play off the Dalton Varsho hit. Addison Barger, who looked phenomenal in this game. Alejandro Kirk. Like there's so many different things you can talk about with this Toronto Blue Jays team, and it's very easy to talk about them because things are going very well. But yeah, anything else you kind of want to go into before? I'm not even sure what the plan is because I was joining you a little bit late here, a little bit all over the place, still reeling from that win. I did not expect them to win like that. I expected Trey Savage to be good. I don't know if I could have said I expected 12 strikeouts in 7 innings of 1-run ball.
Well, and Carter, that's what this is supposed to be. I mean, it's, we haven't had a half of a second to collect our thoughts. I was on the Locked On Sports Today show right after the game. You were making a short that's going to come out soon, and then we hopped right into the live stream. We don't have that couple seconds, and that's sort of better, I think. Everybody gets to see our immediate reactions. I do want to get this one in here as well. How does the Blue Jays game affect trick-or-treating? I ain't answering my door for nobody.
Yeah, but see, that's what we're gonna have to figure out as well. Because luckily we're in the bottom floor of our triplex, and it's the back doors are entranceway, so you'd think they'd go to the front door a little bit more often. But our windows are right from, you can see them from the road. So, and we're gonna be down there watching the Jays game. Imagine Vladdy's up in a 3-2 count. I'm not getting up. You're gonna have to wait, buddy. I'm sorry.
Kids are gonna be suffering. Kids are gonna be starving on Halloween night, man. You know what? Actually, how many kids even go out? They might just be locked in their rooms. They might just be
watching the Jays game. Exactly. Maybe they're going to have their phone out, on the Sportsnet app. One thing we didn't go into yesterday is that there's so many people watching the games right now. Is the Sportsnet app, if you're watching on your phone, is not very reliable. It's crashing all the time. Yeah. So our friends were watching it on their phones. They were not happy, obviously, in a World Series. I would have holes in my wall if that was happening to me. So good thing for us. It went pretty well, and we didn't really have too many troubles. Other than the score bug was a little bit interesting, but no, it was a pretty good game. Obviously, pretty good series so far. 2 out of 3 at the Dodger Stadium. Incredible stuff.
Yeah, dude, it's man, I'm over the moon right now. We're just getting a bunch of your just put the candy outside the door. I love that. Yeah, and sports. So I was driving home tonight because I worked. Good thing was it was during the sports show, so I was just on the show, whatever, talking about it as the game was going on. but I'm coming home and we only live like 8 minutes away, right? And so I'm I've got the phone on in my car, racing home. I'm like, please, Sportsnet, just stay alive for me for 10 minutes. That's all I'm asking. And thank God it did. God here is able to watch a bunch of it as well. We're going to come back right after this. We got to tell you guys sort of what the plan is for Friday as well. If it goes bad, if it goes good, we'll tell you sort of the whole situation so you guys know to come back here or to not come back here, or whatever it's going to be. We'll talk about it right after this short break. Today's episode also brought to you by FanDuel. The NBA is back, and there's no better place to get in on the action than FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of the NBA. There's so much to bet on right now. NBA, MLB, NFL, CFL, NHL, all of it is back in action. I said I wasn't the biggest NFL or NBA fan, but you know what? Getting back into sports betting helped me get back into the NBA. Even if you missed the start of a game or want to ride the hot hand, FanDuel has live bets on everything from who will score next to fourth quarter comebacks. Plus, you can even combine your live bets into a same game parlay for a shot at a bigger payout. It keeps every game exciting, especially when your team's making that late push. Trust me, with the Toronto Blue Jays, the amount of late game comebacks they've had, get in on the action and you might be able to make some money. Right now, FanDuel is giving new customers $300 in bonus bets when your first $5 bet wins. So head to FanDuel.com to sign up and play your game with FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of the NBA. So my mouth's on fire. I'm trying to eat like scarf down pizza bites as we're in this live stream. So this is the plan, everybody. All right. Friday game. If it goes well for the Blue Jays, we will be live for the 9th inning. We're going to have that one out as, the podcast, postcast, whatever it's going to be. That we'll also have that available after the fact on Simplecast or any other, wherever you get your podcasts. That's what our site's called. And then we will also have a big Saturday show in the evening. We'll talk about everything, whatever. We'll have an episode out for Sunday morning. We're going to do a whole ton. Now, if it goes badly, there will be an episode out as well. But we're sort of in the boat and we love doing the podcast and everything. But if it's a Blue Jays World Series, and again, I'm just trying to get ahead of everything for you guys so you guys know what to do. We're fans too. We want to celebrate. I'm going to go have like 1 million beers that night, probably. So
that might happen anyway. Like it might be, be nervousness, drinking the pain away, or that's a complete celebration. So again, we'll have to see what does happen in that World Series, and we will be going live for the moment if it does go well. If not, just be ready for the regular bonus episodes that we've been doing kind of all weekend. So they'll be out in the morning on Saturday. Again, we're gonna be celebrating. It's 32 years. Obviously, you guys get it as well. This doesn't happen often for us as Toronto Blue Jays fans. We're definitely going to enjoy the moment, but at the same time, you guys are the reason that we are able to do this. So we definitely want to give back and give you guys something to watch as well. But we'll have to see. Again, a lot will be developing up until then. Is George Springer in the game? How does Yamamoto look? Kevin Gausman, the bullpen. We'll have a bunch of content coming to you guys between then and now. But taking care of the housekeeping, we'll go over that probably with future episodes as well. Before we do end this live stream, I did want to bring up Addison Barger and a little bit of just the Dodgers bullpen as well, because what was that? It felt like 14 wild pitches in a row. Addison Barger is like playing in a Little League game, stealing second off of a wild pitch or taking third, taking home as well. Doesn't really matter. Like, Addison Barger was on a mission to get home there. But besides that, just the at-bats from Addison Barger going in against a lefty. And again, it's not just any ordinary lefty. This is Blake Snell, one of the best lefties in all of baseball, has some of the best spin in all of baseball. This guy is one of the hardest pitchers to hit. And what does Addison Barger do? He gets on base all 3 times off a left-handed pitcher, that lefty-lefty matchup. He's really found this ability to kind of go the other way off lefties and just hits this little chopper down the third base line, which is absolutely perfect because everybody's playing him to pull anyway. So for a guy that needed to step up, and we're going to go in the playoff numbers, at least I am, in this podcast that's coming up tomorrow as well. But Addison Barger's playoff numbers have been ridiculous. This OPS is almost at 1,000. He's hitting over 300. The defense is there. He's got a rocket arm, a diving catch off of Shohei Ohtani. And this guy isn't a guy that's on a 1-year deal. He is going to be here for a very long time. So maybe getting a little bit ahead of myself, but I'm thinking past this year, you got a lot of guys that are still very young, look very good, and are locked up for a decent amount of time. So it's crazy how things have changed pretty much in 1 year of baseball for the Toronto Blue Jays. But incredible game from Addison Barger.
Yeah. Eric in the comments, if I was 20 in my 20s, I'd get drunk and arrested if the Blue Jays won. Yeah, we're with you. And don't get me wrong, we want to get as much stuff out to you guys because, having the conversation in the comment sections with some of you guys and hearing your thoughts and opinions all year. It's been crazy, man. It's really been crazy. This little community we got going here is pretty awesome. So, but in saying that, also, I want to pound some beers for sure. We'll talk more about Addison Barger, this Blue Jays offense, the pitching, everything. I mean, Carter, you're right. We got to get into a little bit of the statistics as well, and we'll do that on tomorrow morning's episode. As always, thanks everybody for tuning into the little bit of a live stream we do here.
I got one last thing.
Go for it, man. Yeah.
Just Saturday or Friday, Saturday games in Toronto. Hopefully, just Friday. I mean, I would pay so much money to be in Toronto after that. If things go well, imagine how crazy that city is going to be. So again, take advantage of this. Take advantage of the moment. Hopefully you guys are watching the game with your friends. Again, it's Halloween weekend, Friday and Saturday. You shouldn't be doing anything. Blue Jays baseball is on the last 2 games of the year. Hopefully last game at the Rogers Center. But again, got Yamamoto on the mound. Still not going to be easy. But if you're not believing in this team at this point, I don't know what in the hell you're doing. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being here again. The regularly scheduled podcast is coming out tomorrow. We wanted to do another live stream for you guys, and we'll be right back with you guys again tomorrow.